Hello everyone. Last class I explained you about the Johari window. Today I'm going to explain you regarding the concepts of self-disclosure, types of self-disclosure, and importance of self-disclosure, and significant factors that determine self-disclosure, and factor influencing self-disclosure. Along with that, I'm going to tell the advantages of self-disclosure and its limitations. And the other topic is self-reflection, importance of self-reflection, and the benefits of self-reflection, and why the self-reflection is important. These are the topics today I'm going to talk about. Yeah. Self-disclosure. What do you mean by self-disclosure? So a self-disclosure is the process of communication by which one person reveals the information about themselves to other. The information can be descriptive or evaluative and can include thoughts, feelings, aspirations, goals, failures, success, fears, and dreams, as well as one likes, dislikes, and favorites. So, self disclosure is the process of revealing the confidential and personal information about yourselves to other people. With the help of self disclosure, people get to know each other more intimately and closely. Usually, it is conducted in face to face interaction. Like example, say I am a man is not a self disclosure, but a talkative man saying I am a laconic person when alone is considered as self disclosure. So, sharing your thoughts, feelings, memories which you do not share with the other people is called self disclosure. Self disclosure is not done right away but only after gaining a high level of confidence. So when we have confidence with others or among ourselves, whatever we have done, then only we are going to share the information or the thoughts or reveal the information about the feelings and all. So that is called as self disclosure. So there are two types of self disclosure: verbal self disclosure and non verbal self disclosure. So, what do you mean by verbal disclosure? Whenever a person discloses about self with the use of words, then it is termed as verbal self disclosure. A person may share his thoughts, personal feelings, confidential information about himself via words. So, non verbal self disclosure, this is a self disclosure that happens by body language or your gestures or the clothes that you wear or jewelry or any other clues which may reveal your personality to others. So, non verbal self disclosure may sometimes be unintentional. So, these are the two types of self disclosure. And let us see the importance of self disclosure. So, actually, disclosure is a matter of personal significance. It depends not only on the amount of information that you decide to share but on the quality of the information. Like example, sharing superficial things such as your favorite movie or your favorite restaurant cannot be termed as self disclosure to the fullest. These superficial things will not help you to establish a deeper connection with other person. It will be called superficial self disclosure. On the other hand, revealing more personal information about yourself, like your once did drugs or cheating on your spouse or hacked into the government website, can be termed more intimate self disclosure. So, the three significant factors that determine if your self disclosure will be intimate or not. First one is the content. The content of the disclosure, like fantasies, desires, emotions, are the essential thing for intimacy, then factual disclosure. And the second one is response. So, the partner's response to the disclosure is the second element. Communication is facilitated if the feeling of closeness is found in the partner and he or she is supportive. And the third one is perception. The third factor determining intimacy of interaction is in the individual understanding of the partner's behavior. If an individual is understanding as well as supportive, then the privacy may be increased. So, self disclosure helps to develop proper understanding between individuals. People who express themselves explicitly have more profound and more satisfying relations as compared to superficial self disclosures. The primary objective of disclosing about the self is to feel accepted and validated by the other person. The relations through if self disclosure is done in the correct way, which fosters honoring relationship. However, keeping secrets is precisely the opposite of self disclosure. Keeping secrets is not bad, but the reason behind it determines the opposite of self disclosure. Keeping the people can use their actions, thoughts, and other non verbal gestures to make self disclosure to the other person. If using verbal communication is not possible for any reason, it is only with the help of self disclosure that the health of the relationship is mended. And next is, what are the factors influencing the self disclosure? The first one is personality. Personality plays a very important role in uh, disclosing self. Like example, like personality plays a critical role with it comes to self disclosure. For example, people are most commonly classified as extrovert or it may be introvert based on the talkative nature. While extroverts do not have difficulty performing self disclosure, introverted people tend to be more reserved and take a lot of time to open up. They hold back information until they feel comfortable sharing information with other people, and they do not find it easy to rely on people to immediately share personal information and take a lot of time compared to the extroverts. And the next one is mood. The mood is the feeling of a person at a particular moment. The mood of a person tends to fluctuate heavily at any given point of time. An upset and bad mood will act as the barrier in the self disclosure process, while a good mood will facilitate the process of self disclosure. And confidence and optimism will be facilitated by the mood, which will help self disclosure. And the loneliness. People who tend to be with other people or less lonely usually disclose more than lonely people. This is probably because lonely people are more comfortable being with themselves. Loneliness makes the person it makes the person habituated to talk less to other people and in turn trust others less. A person who is used to loneliness, if exposed to people all of a sudden, may suffer from loneliness more than earlier, thereby restricting the flow of information entirely. And the social comparison. Social comparison is comparing yourself with other people. More people have a habit of measuring themselves and comparing themselves to the others, and people tend to disclose more if they find that they compare better than other people. They share their skills, knowledge, and other things. And some other factors other than this are like other factors tend to affect process of self, like fear, anger, social situations, number of people present, past of the person. Physical or technological factors also affect the self disclosure. For example, a person may have thought of doing a self disclosure to other person via a phone call. Still, if the network keeps fluctuating and the call keeps getting interrupted, then the person may abandon self disclosure. So, what are the advantages of self disclosure? So, some of the advantages of self disclosure are like builds rapport and trust, provides validation, improving the client's awareness of to different viewpoints, helps the clients feel as though they are not alone, and increasing counselor genuineness. So this and the primary advantages self disclosure that you can resolve the conflict. Conflicts are one of the biggest hurdles in team development. So resolving the conflict at earlier stages with the help of self disclosure can help build productive teams, and it will also help improve your relations with your colleagues and customers. And self disclosure also helps you from trust and makes you comfortable with the person you have disclosed yourself with, and this makes working not only enjoyable but also productive. And self disclosure is a critical part when it comes to being authentic, and especially for leadership roles. A person who readily self discloses about himself in front of multiple people is found trustworthy by people. And some of the limitations of self-disclosure are like knowing what to share is as important as knowing how much to share. We have shared just the right amount of information that will show us as untrustworthy. Sharing more than required will and can be used against you also. So that is one of the limitation, and you should know aware of what to share and what not to share, and how much to share, how much not to share. And people are unpredictable, and the reactions are even more so unpredictable. Therefore, reactions after self-disclosure can vary as much as people present. Therefore, you must be ready for different reactions from different types of people, including embarrassment, laughter, surprise, and no reaction. And self reputation is like a double edged sword. If the information is shared with the wrong person, it can damage your reputation and put other people in an uncomfortable position also. And the one risk is that person will not respond favorably to the information, and self disclosure do not automatically lead to favorable impression. And other risk is that another person will gain power in the relationship because of the information they possess. So these are the risk in actually the self disclosure. And seeking feedback and steps for asking for feedback: reflect on what you hope to gain, and identify the right person to ask for feedback, and prepare the right questions, and take notes of your feedback, and reflect and review. Be willing to accept the information with a positive, and be open-minded, adopt a growth mindset, and be not judgmental. So these are the things which help for seeking the feedback with respect to the self-disclosure. And the next topic is self-reflection, which I am going to explain in the next class. Thank you.